You just learn to cope with it better over time. Like you never get over that shit. It's something that it stays with you forever, but you just learn to live with it.
In your work, I mean, and just in the painting you brought out here now and the one you had before, I see you using. You tend to mix real life characters, or with certain cartoon characters, or you know, is there a particular reason for that? Is that are you speaking to something in these paintings?
I think it's for me it's the mix of doing my best to keep things light even in a crazy situation. Like I touched on it briefly, like, losing my parents from 10 to 15, 16 was a rough time in my life. And even through all the hardships that I endured, I still found the comedy in it. And I think that shit is important to keep it moving, and to keep the wheel spinning. Like, yeah, shit is whack and tragedy happens and horrible things happen, but you still gotta kind of find that line in it to keep it moving. And maybe even subconsciously, that's why, some of the things I do, even if it's a serious painting, it's like I'll still have these hints of like lightness in it.
Mm,
I think that's where it comes from.
okay. You know, yeah, I just thought about something. My cousin just lost his mom, and that was really. It never. I don't think it'll ever get easy. I don't think it ever.
You just learn to cope with it better over time. Like you never get over that shit. It's something that it stays with you forever, but you just learn to live with it, and then it becomes easier to live with it. For the most part. But that's just basically what it is. It's just you learn to, all right, this is my reality now. How am I proceeding further? But that's life. Life is hard. If this shit was easy, it wouldn't be life.
For real. So, yeah, not to get too far off the topic. I mean, even that's still a part of the topic. You know what I mean? Like, this is about, your life and your work. I think a lot of artists sometimes will create things and they keep it to themselves. At what point did you start going out there and showing your work and potentially looking for a place to? Well, actually, probably now we show it online.
Yeah, yeah.
But at what point did you start wanting to actually bring it to the world and show it in shows?
Through friends and even people online, like, nah, you need to be showing this shit. Like, I had people like, I was sitting on maybe like 50 paintings, and people were like, what are you doing? Like, you should be showing this, like, or try to show it. Um, and it's funny, like if you have no idea even how to begin, and you hear someone like, yo, why don't you show it in the gallery? It's like if you're a photographer and someone goes, why don't you show your work in the gallery? Like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? You don't just walk up to a gallery like, hey guys, here's my shit. Like, now show it. Like, it's there's a whole process, and it's not that easy. Uh, but yeah, I have friends that were encouraging, like, yo, like, show that shit. Like,
When you bring your art out there for the first time, when you're in the show, are people are you kind of wondering what people are thinking, or are you just like,
my favorite part of exhibitions is that it's getting people's interpretations. Like I've had people describe some of my paintings where they gave me some of the most profound thoughts ever, where it made me even want to kind of rethink uh the original purpose of it. Like I've had people tell me about paintings where I'm like, fuck, I'm about to, you know what? That's the reason why I did it now. Like it was that good, you know. So it's amazing to see what people pull from it. And that's the other thing about art. When you look at a piece, it's not so much about why the artist did it. When you look at it, it's what reflects in you. Your interpretation is what mirrors the artwork. So it's that's my favorite part of it, is getting everyone's different interpretation.